My name is Aaron Sanchez, and today I'm going to be sharing with you a few key components that have shaped me into the person I am today. Behind me, I have a motocross helmet, a bib, and a book. You may be wondering how these three things correlate, but by the end of this video, you'll have a better understanding. I'll begin with the motocross helmet. When my father was in his late teens, he got into the sport of motocross. When I was born years later, I wanted to be just like him. I looked up to him and I loved dirt bikes. So, at the age of 5, my dad got me my first dirt bike. At the age of 6, I started racing. And by the age of 10, my dad had stopped racing to support me in chasing my dreams of becoming a professional motocross racer. Now, in my 12 years of racing, I took away many lessons. I had many ups and downs, and many great memories were made. But what I took away from that made me who I am is a lot of big things. I know that it pays to be brave. You can't be scared to take that leap. You can't be scared to do that jump out on the track, because a lot of times after you do that jump you were scared of, you're like, man, why was I even scared of that in the first place? And that connects to my life today still. Even though I might not be on the dirt bike track, I face that in everyday aspects. Don't be scared of something until you try it. Maybe if you try it and it scares you, then okay. But most of the time, if you just go for it and just 100% commit, it'll pay off. Also, what I took away from motocross is that being relentless is a great thing. On the motocross track, in the middle of a race, you may fall down. You'll get passed by many people, but what you have to do is get back up and keep going. How I connect this to my daily life is in school. I might study for hours and hours for a test, and I don't quite get the grade I expected on it, which is a letdown, of course. But I will say that from motocross teaching me to be relentless and get up and keep going, that I learned to keep working, work harder in that class, work harder on this study guide, work harder in whatever aspect I need to make a better grade. I have motocross to thank for that. Now this bib right here represents the pinnacle of my motocross career. Although it just looks like a plain little bib, it's actually the biggest accomplishment I ever achieved, and it means everything to me. This bib right here is proof that hard work pays off. You get out of it what you put into it. If you put 100% into it, you'll get the maximum possible, the best result. If you give it 50%, how are you going to expect anything that great? Well, I put everything that I had into making it to that race to get that bib. Not that I wanted the bib, but I wanted to make it to the race. And making it to that race was very hard to do. So that bib represents my hard work in making it to one of the biggest amateur nationals in the world. Now, you may be wondering where the book ties in to the motocross side of things. Well, although I was really good at racing dirt bikes, I wasn't great, and me and my family knew that I most likely couldn't make a living out of it. But what we did know is that if I obtained a higher level of education, I could make a living out of that. So I took the things that I learned from growing up racing and I apply them to my schooling now. I work extremely hard, and I see that hard work pays off. Motocross instilled in me that if you work hard, if you're passionate, if you leave nothing on the table, that you'll be rewarded. So now I'm in school and I'm applying those lessons that I've learned in hopes to obtain a degree, which will help me obtain a job, which will hopefully provide me with the money to keep riding dirt bikes and doing other things that I love. So these three objects are a huge part of my life right now and have been for a very long time. And I'm glad that y'all had me today, and thanks for letting me speak to y'all.